Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my introduction for my rolling product pan of 2023. This year I'm going to do it very similar to what I did last year. I'm going to work on 10 products at any point in time, and as soon as I finish something I'm going to roll something else in. I'm going to focus on every type of product apart from lip products because I have a separate product for that, but I'm going to include like base products, obviously all makeup, blush, highlighter. I'm gonna do bronzer, even some eyeshadow. So yeah, I'm excited to share with you the 10 products that I've chosen to work on to start the year off with. But before I jump into that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So a couple of these products are rolling over from last year, and the first one I'm going to mention is one of those, and that is my P. Louise base from P. Louise. This one is in the shade Rumor 02, and I don't have very much left of this one. I have continued using it a little bit since rolling it out of my last year's project. You can see how little I have left of this, so I do hope that it's going to be done maybe in the first month. So it's a bit of a give me, but since I was working on this last year, I do want to complete it in this project. I'm going to try to get as much as I can out of this one, but that is the first product. The second product is a very similar type of product, and that is actually another primer, eyeshadow primer type, and that is my Too Faced Glitter Glue. So this one is obviously more of a tacky base, and I don't actually use this to prime my whole eyelid. What I do is I prime my eyelid first to do all my mattes, and then for my shimmers I put this on underneath. I haven't really been using this every time I did my makeup for like a long time. I didn't really use it much at all, but recently I have started using it every single day, and it does make a huge difference when it comes to shimmer eyeshadows. I'm wearing this one under my shimmers on my eye today, but this one is one that I want to finish again, and I don't have too much left. This is how much it's left in there. I've had this for way too long, so it needs to go for my collection. I also picked up the Pastel Roses Glitter Glue end of last year, so I want to play around with that one more, but I do want to finish this one up first. I don't know how long this is going to take me to finish. I'm hoping it can be on maybe in like the first quarter of the year. I don't need very much of this one because obviously it's just like to get my lids tacky for shimmer shadows, but that is my second product. A product that I'm a little bit worried about, but I do want to work on because it's really old, is my MAC eyeliner pencil in Teddy. This one is like a really deep bronzy kind of brown. I'm going to swatch it there for you a little bit. I think this is one that I can get through if I just get into the habit of using this one every single day. And I can use it to tight line. I don't really use this to, or my waterline is too deep for me, but I guess I could use it in like more smokier looks, but it's not my preferred kind of style of makeup. If you have any ideas what I can do with this, I don't really like it on my like top lid as a liner. I don't really do liner like that in general, but I think I'm mainly going to use this to waterline. But again, if you have any ideas, let me know. There is still a lot left in this pencil, as you can see, but I think, you know, I don't know, they might take all year to finish, but I do want to throw it in here because it is something that I need to move out of my collection. Moving into more kind of cheek products, the first one we have is the blush that I'm rolling into this project, and that is my Dior Rosy Glow blush. This one looks like this. It's a beautiful kind of light pinky tone. It's like a pH level kind of blush, and yeah, it looks very light in a swatch, but it's beautiful. I really like it. If you're wondering what's going up here, it's not like mold or anything. What I tried to do, because I did actually crack the top of this at one point, and I tried to like just put some alcohol and press it back down. However, when I put alcohol in it, the whole color of the blush changed. I think it has something to do with the pH level kind of thing. It probably didn't react very well to alcohol. And I'm really happy that I didn't try to repress the whole blush with alcohol, because I feel it probably would have ruined the whole blush. But yeah, that's what it is. So it kind of looks like the pigments have separated. So it's not like mold or anything, like I said, it's just an unfortunate thing on my part. But this is the blush I want to pan the first part of the year. I think it's going to be a good one for like the colder months now. I might, depending on where I get with this, roll it out for summer and put in a different blush then. We'll see how it goes. I might keep this in and roll in a second blush as well. But this is the first blush I want to finish. This one has 7.5 grams in it, but I know I've used this quite a bit, like not an insane amount, but I have used quite a bit of it, so hopefully it won't take too long to finish. Although looking at it, the pan is really deep. You can see the pan there on the side. It's pretty deep, so I think it's going to take quite a while to finish, but I can pile this on quite a bit because it's such a light blush, but I do love this one and I do want to get use of it because it's very old in my collection. For highlighter, we are rolling over the same highlighter I was working on last year, all of last year actually, and that is my Mary Luminizer from the Balm. This one looks like this. I haven't used it too much since I rolled it out, like a handful of times maybe, but not too much. I wanted to play with around with other highlighters before I roll this back in. But I'm hoping to finish this one this year. It's taking a long time to finish. It's still quite high around the sides. I'm going to continue trying to lower that down and then maybe expand the pan a little bit. But yeah, it's definitely one that's going to take, I think, quite a while. I realized last year how long this highlighter takes to finish. So yeah, we'll see how I can do with this one, but that is the next product. I also have a bronzer in this project, and I have talked about wanting to pan this bronzer before, so you might already know what it is, but that is my Maybelline City bronzer in the shade medium. The reason why I want to pan this is because the packaging is broken. It broke when I was using this in my, was it Deco Panning or Whole Collection Putting Pan? One of those two projects. I was taking the progress picture and packaging is broke on me. So I want to finish this one because it's really messy and it's hard to like use without, you know, stabbing this one with the packaging or getting everything's messy. So I just want to move it out. I do really like this bronzer though. I'm wearing it today, and yeah, this is kind of the starting point. Not too much where I have been using it though, and I feel like it's getting a little bit lower up in this side, but I don't think I'm close to pan anytime soon. However, it's one that I'm obviously going to continue using, and when it comes to bronzer, I'm happy using the same bronzer every single day, so hopefully I can get some consistent usage on this item. So we have a couple products left. I did also want to roll in a foundation in this project, and the one I've chosen to go with is the EX1 Invisiwear foundation in the shade 2.0. This is actually the foundation I'm wearing on today. This is a weird foundation for me because I bought this, I had this a couple years ago, I used it up, and when I used it, initially I didn't like it at all. It sat weirdly on my skin, and then, you know, decided to pan it because I didn't like it that much, and then I panned it, and the more I used it, the more I fell in love with it, and I thought it was a beautiful foundation. Same thing when I'm wearing it today. I think it's a beautiful foundation. However, a lot of the time it just does sit very weirdly on my skin. I think this is a foundation that I can only wear when I have a good skin day, so if I have like lots of breakouts, or if I have like dry patches or just dehydration, this just does not meld well with my skin. But like today, when my skin is pretty good, it works really well, and I also feel like this works much better with a sponge as well. Sometimes though with a sponge it just doesn't adhere to my skin, so if the sponge is too wet, this one doesn't work too well with that either. So it is a little bit of a finicky foundation, but I do want to move it out because it is one of my oldest foundations in my collection now. And what I will do is I will mark this because it is one of those pumps that moves up. So I'm going to mark this after this video so we have a starting point, and hopefully it shouldn't take me too long to finish this. It is like my winter color. Obviously I'm wearing it today like you can see. So I do want to ideally finish this before summer, and I do think I can do that. Lastly, for base products, we have this product right here, which is the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer Serum. I use this as a primer. I'm trying to look through the ring light where this one is now, but I honestly have no idea. I don't know, I can't see where this one is. I might let it stand up and see if I can see it with a flashlight later on and maybe mark it that way, but otherwise I'm just going to continue working on this one. This is one that I don't really see much difference when I use. I haven't used it very consistently though. I reach for it every now and then. So I think it's going to be nice to use now in winter as well because it is hydrating. But I think it's going to be more of a kind of similar to skincare rather than seeing a massive difference in my makeup application. But an extra layer of hydration is always good for me, especially like I said in winter, because I get really dehydrated skin. So the last two products that we have are both eyeshadows, and I'm very excited about that. The first one is actually a pressed eyeshadow, which is the first time I'm rolling that into this project. I think at least in a long time. I used to have pressed eyeshadows in this project way back, like before doing so many eyeshadow projects and everything. This is when I did just Pando's eyeshadows and Panda palette, maybe like 2018, 2019. I used to have pressed eyeshadows in this project, but I haven't for a long time. However, it's time to pull one back, and I did mention that I wanted to use this one up in my eyeshadow singles declutter, like my single magnetic palette declutter. And this is a Colourpop single. This is one of the powder singles from the Element of Surprise palette in the shade Labyrinth, and I think this is a beautiful, like a super stunning mauve toned eyeshadow. I'm going to give you a swatch of it because I just think it's absolutely stunning. And you can see the swatch there. I think it's going to be a really nice one to wear now, and it has a little bit of warmth to it, so I think I can still work on it when we get into summer. But I do think it's going to work really well with a lot of the tones that I want to wear right now. And you know, Colourpop eyeshadows are very hard to finish, especially the matte ones, but I do have pan on this one already, and since it is a shadow that I can wear every single day, I do think I can get through this one. Yeah, I don't know, I think it's going to be complementary as well to my Panda palette. I don't have anything similar to this in there, so I'm excited to roll this one in, and that is the next product. Then lastly, we are bringing back another eyeshadow that I was working on last year, and that is my Super Shock shadow from Colourpop in the shade Revolution. So this one, I just noticed when I brought it out today, it has cracked a bit. I'm not gonna spill this out, but oh, I just dropped it. There is a piece loose in here, and the product itself is also getting very thin around the edges. So what I will do is I will repress this after filming this video, post a picture here what it looks like, and then work on it from there. But again, I was working on this one last year and I don't have very much left of it. I think I can finish this one in at least like 2 months. So yeah, I want to pull this one in so I can get it done and out of my collection, and that is going to be the last product. So that is actually it for this introduction video. Again, introduction videos are always a bit quicker because you don't talk about progress and stuff, you're just introducing the products. But I hope you enjoyed this one anyway. I'm really excited to do this rolling project pan this year. I always love this project because I get to finish some products, and yeah, I hope you love it following along. So I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.